Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shuttler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Hey, and welcome into the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barnwired in Sigourney. How we all doing today? Woo! Good deal, good deal. We got a nice crowd here at Barnwired, and of course, you can get in here today and eat some lunch and get something to drink on this Friday, soon-to-be afternoon, here in downtown Sigourney, Iowa. We've got Jeff Arrandale with us. We're going to get to Jeff here momentarily. First, bring in Amanda Snakenberg. Put your hands together for Amanda. Amanda, sneak in here. You're just sneaking into the
inner
I was going to say restaurant. Yeah, the restaurant, the inner sanctum of things. I don't know how to talk right now. Amanda, take the microphone.
I don't either, so it's fine. It's been a morning. So our sandwich of the week is a turkey Swiss wrap with honey mustard, lettuce, tomato on it. Our soup is broccoli cheddar this week. Next week, we're going to have ham salad croissant. That's one of my favorite. It'll be great on those hot days next week. And the soup is chicken noodle. Our drink of the week this week is a clear blue sky refresher.
How refreshing is it?
It's very refreshing, especially in a hot day. So, anyway, that's really all I got. Seriously. It's...
Are you handing me back the
yes,
microphone? All right.
Been a morning.
Amanda Snakenberg, everybody. Thanks so much, Amanda. Appreciate that. Get in here. She's still making comments, and she's like 50 feet away. Jeff Arrandale, how the heck are you?
I'm doing great, fantastic. Good to be back in Sigourney. Beautiful, historic downtown.
Yes.
Sigourney, yeah.
Well, you're pumping up Sigourney today.
That's right. People need to get over here.
Yeah, we talked to you earlier today on Just Another Morning Show, talked to you on the phone. You come to us from Norwalk, Iowa, right?
Yep, just south of the Des Moines International Airport. So it's a small community there. So,
yes.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in Norwalk?
We've been there. My family's been there since 95. We built a house then, raised our kids there. Great place to raise kids, great schools, and close to Des Moines.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're not too far from the big city, but yet how many people are in Norwalk?
Boy, I think it's probably 10 or 12,000 now.
Okay.
It's growing a lot. People
Sure.
building out, the city limits are expanding. So we're still hoping for a high V one of these days. So
how many Casey's are in Norwalk?
Boy, we have only two.
Oh, really?
Only two, but one is kind of close. That's technically Des Moines. So
all right.
Yeah.
Good deal. So maybe, it's been, I don't know, probably around a year.
Yeah.
It seems like everybody that I've had on recently are on kind of that 1 year rotation
Right.
right now. And
I
you're
think
probably
it
in
was-
that same, I think it was maybe July of last year.
Might have been September, but
Okay.
I can find out. But that's let's don't waste time.
Yeah. So it's been a little while. What's been happening in the last year with you?
Oh, this has been exciting. So I still have the stuff that was produced and recorded out in Nashville that I'm looking to release. I keep saying shortly that'll happen.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different style, kind of more, I don't know if you'd call it kind of red dirt country or southern country rock kind of a sound.
Okay.
So that's coming. I've done some of the songs here, and so that hopefully here yet this summer. Also been working with Allie Crummy, who appeared here earlier in the year. In Des
yeah, I think
Moines,
so.
on some new stuff, some stuff we weren't able to get to in Nashville, and it's a little more singer songwriter type of country folk stuff. I would say kind of James Taylor, Americana-ish, stuff. Actually, the instrumentation is fantastic. We brought in a steel player there in Des Moines at Golden Bear Studios.
Okay.
Brian Vanderpool and his wife's studio there. Brought in a steel player. You might know Catherine Severing Fox. She's part of the Weary
she's
Ramblers.
excellent.
Yeah. She contributed to a track as well. Amazingly talented, and so been doing some of that. A lot of co-writes lately. Found a kind of a Christian singer-songwriter enclave, so to speak. And so we were talking about M.T. Smith.
Yep.
So we've had an opportunity to craft a couple of songs together. And one of them I might do today if I get my guts up, because it's a little bit harder to sing. So, yeah. But a brand new song that he and I wrote here in the last month or so.
Very cool. And, of course, you're friends with Dirk Von Steen? Is that how you say
I
it?
was talking to Dirk on the way down, and he reminded me that when he was here last, when he left, he was so excited and pumped up that he turned the wrong way to head back to Des Moines. And he said he went 45 minutes to the east, and so he got to enjoy eastern Iowa and the beautiful countryside before turning back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So
I'll give him a hard time the next time.
Well,
he's here.
I told him that I was going to be collecting his man card, because that's kind of a man thing. Don't you usually know? But I won't keep it. It's just for a little while.
He obviously wasn't using GPS that day.
No, or he wasn't paying attention to it.
Turn around.
Yeah.
That's funny. So, we got a lot of connections, and you and I have known each other for several years. In fact, while you were talking, you're kind of getting more and more into the kind of country thing.
Yeah.
Now, I remember when you first recorded some songs and you put them out, that you were surprised that Christian country radio picked up on your stuff. Like, you didn't really consider yourself at the time like a quote-unquote country artist.
I was shocked, but I think that's proves that it's a God thing, right? Jesus is Lord, always has been, always is, always will be, and so he's capable of doing immeasurably more than I can ask or think about. So if he wants to use the songs that way, I'm more than cool with it. So
and I know, because I can remember clearly that you were surprised. Your songs got on, I don't know what chart it was.
Christian Music Weekly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and did it ended up hitting number one, or at least it was way up there?
Yeah, 2 number ones, and actually that song Most High was number one on that chart for the whole year, which is like we beat out Florida Georgia Line. Have you heard of them? For the number one song of the year. Yeah.
So that is a surprise to you, and but now. Do you think, are you consciously kind of diving more into that community a little bit more?
I've come to really appreciate kind of Southern country, the drop D tuning and that sort of thing, which I think is probably more in line with where things might be headed, along with singer-songwriter stuff. But absolutely, I got a call from a promoter last week, and he said there's actually Christian country radio stations that are leaning more into that Southern kind of Christian, or Southern Christian country rock kind of stuff. So
nice.
It might fit.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your new stuff. And might as well jump into our first song of the day. So, what are you doing? Are you doing some unreleased stuff today, or?
Yep. This is one that was written a couple of years ago, and it's based about summertime. It's summertime, right?
Summertime.
So,
summertime.
So nostalgic look for me back to growing up in the '60s in a small town in Missouri, of what some of the things I experienced then. So ice cold Kool-Aid with the smile, and swatting fireflies and crickets along the creek, and railroad trains passing through the valley or whatever, along with wiffle ball and just playing outside with buddies and cousins and friends and riding bikes and stuff. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let's give it a listen. What's the name of this one again?
This one's called Summertime.
All right. You just said that, and I forgot
did.
about it.
Well, I know. Have we met? Have we met? I think we have.
Summertime with Jeff Arrandale here on the Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired.
I remember the summertime, not that long ago. All day long, the sun did shine. Heat and lightning at night put on a show. Sky is so blue, it hurt my eyes. Storm clouds in the afternoon. Rain was short as it rolled on through. I was with you in the summertime. Warm summer's eve on the patio. Baseball game, AM radio. Swatting flies, swooting fireflies, and fighting off a squad of mosquitoes. Crickets in the eve along the creek, so loud you could hardly speak. Hear that train as it rolled on through. I was with you in the summertime. Oh, summertime. Ice cold tea and lemonade, but the grape Kool-Aid made me smile. Wiffle ball games, we had it made. Yeah, we had it made all the while. We enjoyed the summertime with cousins and brothers and our best friends. Cruising down Reed, we just rolled on through. I was with you in the summertime. Oh, summertime. Yeah, sweet summertime.
Jeff Arrandale here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're here every Friday from 11:30 to about noon on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. And I think you're also going to hear this maybe later on on Skunk River Radio if you want to tune in for a replay of the show. So maybe people can tune in that way. We got more with Jeff Arrandale coming up here on the Iowa Music Showcase. We'll be back here in just maybe 2 or 3 minutes on Facebook and YouTube right after this.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook. All right, we're back live here on the Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're at Barn Wired in Sigourney. Stop in here for some lunch on this Friday morning, soon to be afternoon. We're hanging out with Jeff Arrandale today. He is our guest on the Iowa Music Showcase. And yeah, we've known each other for a while. We go way back. We're in the Christian music scene together for a while. We played some gigs together, but you've moved on to retirement in your professional job.
Yes, after 38 years with Nationwide Insurance on your side.
Yes.
All that.
So how, you retired in February?
End of February, and took about 3 weeks to catch up on 38 years of sleep. So after about 3 weeks or so, I stopped sleeping 10 hours, 12 hours a day. And now our days, my wife and I, she's retired from Nationwide as well. And our days are filled with grandkids and music and lots of golf with some buddies and travel. We just took a trip to Missouri, back to Missouri. Went to Brookfield for a day and then down to see the Cardinals play the mighty Toronto Blue Jays, who kicked our butts.
Oh, yeah. But, I'm not a huge baseball fan. How are the Cardinals doing this year?
They're doing a lot better than expected.
Okay.
They're letting the young guys play, and so we play the Cubs soon. I know there's probably a lot of Cub fans in your listening audience.
Yeah, it seems around here it's either the Cardinals or the Cubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but you took in some baseball, and you're also a big Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Chiefs fan. That's 50 years was a long time. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you're not a run of the mill fan. You're not Johnny come lately. You've been there for a while.
You have. Yep. When Andy Reid was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, I remember sitting in the second row from the very top on a Monday Night Football game, just getting lambasted by Andy Reid and the Philadelphia Eagles, probably back in 05, 04, 07, something like that. So, again, 50 years is a long time. And I experienced the first Super Bowl victory and then the last, it's only 3, I guess, since then. So,
Now, what do you think of the whole Taylor Swift to Travis Kelce relationship?
I don't pay too much attention to that. It's good, I think. They don't
definitely brings attention.
It does, and people, they seem to overreact. I think about the guys. It's like, why do we need to see her? But it's good. I think it brings more fans in,
brings more eyeballs to the NFL and to the Kansas City Chiefs, which is what it's all about. It's all. Bottom line is it's all about the money.
That's that's right. Well, or to overtake the Dallas Cowboys as America's team. How about that?
Yeah. Is that a thing now?
Well, of course.
According to you?
According to me. No, actually, I think I've seen some articles about that.
Definitely, it could be. So, again, hanging out with Jeff Arrandale. So, how long have you been? Let's take a dive back into your music career.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing music? How long have you been playing? I mean, were you interested in music and playing guitar? Like, when did that start?
It was Beatles, huge Beatle fan in the 60s. And I said, boy, Dad, can I get I know it's expensive. Is there any way I can have a guitar for Christmas or birthday? And so at age 10, I got it. Had no idea how to play it, but kind of, played with friends, and they taught me some things. I learned some things on my own and never had lessons.
Okay.
But kind of started writing songs in, high school, that sort of thing, little after. Had some little pickup bands in college and that sort of thing, and then put it down for 10 or 12 years, and then got interested again when rededicated my life to Christ back in 95.
Okay.
My wife and I joined a church. They had a thing called, they needed a worship leader. They wanted to have a worship band. And so I got into that and started writing Christian songs. And so that was probably 2000. I think I led worship at the church we were attending at the time for 16, 17 years. And then out of that, bands came about, a couple different bands, a band called Romans Road, Certainty. We did some recording locally there in Des Moines, and then got connected with an awesome producer, consultant, Art Ward, out of Nashville, Tennessee, and have done technically 4 records now with him. And
So. When did things get more serious, music-wise? Get into like a really good studio and all that.
Yeah, it was. I met Art probably, or was introduced to him in 2010, and then I think we started talking seriously in 2011. And first trip to Nashville in the studio was 2012. We recorded a 8-song CD record called Not Here For Me, and had Certainty and Not Here For Me and a bunch of other songs. A lot of them inspired from a missions trip to Southeast Asia that I took, which was good. And and then just went back and forth. A lot of really great advice from him. No intention of being a star, but he made a way for me to get some things recorded high quality, lots of really good advice. Kind of now that I'm retired, I'm hoping that my territory around here in the central part of the states will expand.
Yeah.
The Jeff Arrandale Band has been together probably since 2012, 2013.
Okay.
And partially inspired by you and your band, we started playing at the Iowa State Fair every year, and we've got that coming up on August 9th this year. And so we play at churches and private events and music festivals and fairs and coffee shops and listening rooms and
revivals at the Iowa State Fairgrounds.
That's right. Yeah, tomorrow the I Stand for Jesus. If you guys are listening or coming up to Des Moines from noon until 8 or 9 o'clock, there's a revival. We'll be playing between speakers between 12 and 6 on the Mid-American stage. So,
and that's with our now mutual friend, Rootin' Tootin' Bobby Newton.
Oh, wow.
If you haven't seen Bob Newton speak, he's a treat.
Well, I'm going to go there tonight, kind of check it out. I think he's speaking again maybe tonight.
I'm not sure what his schedule is.
But I told you this morning, Rootin' Tootin' Bobby Newton, is that what you said? He should be an all-star wrestler. I know you're a big fan.
Coming to the stage, Rootin' Tootin' Bobby Newton. Good stuff. So, make sure, of course, I'm sure your schedule's on Facebook and...
Yep, yeah.
If
you
website,
would,
whatever.
Website, jeffarrandale.com, and you just click on the live. And I would encourage you, down at the bottom, there's a place for you to subscribe, and do that, and you'll be, I promise I won't overwhelm you with anything, but it's a great way to kind of know what the band is doing and what I'm doing. And then also Facebook's Jeff Arrandale Band on Facebook, easy to find, and where else? Instagram and YouTube as well. There's some videos and music there. And then the tunes are all on Apple Tunes, iTunes, whatever the streaming platforms are, it's out there.
Spotify and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah, Spotify.
Before we forget, we should probably give a shout out to your current band members, which we can. Has anybody been with you since the beginning up till now?
Jason Badger, the guy that does the shaky things.
Yes.
You remember him? Kind of
your
bald
backup
guy.
singer.
Yeah. He's been
hits
there.
the super high notes, right?
He does. He is actually operatically trained.
All right.
He has 2 degrees. I think one in business management from Iowa State, and then he's got an operatic performance degree, I believe, from Simpson College, and he actually. It's not called interned, understudied maybe in New York City at some of the companies and stuff. I know, yeah. Who knew? So,
New York City.
Yeah. So, and then, and that's one thing too. We do see turnover in that, but God is so faithful to bring new people, young people, old people, people that are bought into what God is doing through us and sharing their talents that way. So.
The only thing I have against, I can't remember his name now.
Jason,
is that he's an Iowa State fan.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we
kind of clash on that whenever we see each other.
He is aware of that.
He's fully aware.
He's fully aware.
And I'm fully aware that he's an Iowa State fan.
Yeah, and so, he might have come from here today, but no, actually, he's in Minnesota or Dubuque or somewhere with his family this week on vacation.
Current band members, give them a shout out.
Yeah, let's see. We've got on bass. We've got. Gosh, I got to think about their names now. Are you kidding me?
That one guy.
Yeah. Well, playing drums for us right now is Bradley Miller. He's going to be with us here for a month or so, and then our old drummer is going to be coming back in July, which will be fun. New lead player, Brandon Hebron from the Indianola area. We've got Jason. We've got our new keyboard player is Josh Hickson. His maybe future mother-in-law is a singer. She sings great, whether it's lead or backup. Her name is Tracy Truman. And then Shane Gwaley, the aforementioned unnamed guy, is our bass player. He's our resident most handsome guy in the band, I think. That's what I love him too, because he's like he says things like, well, that went pretty well. I only missed 2 notes. That's about 98%. That'd be an A+ at most colleges and schools and stuff. So,
good deal. So yeah, check these guys out. I've said it before, but you guys are, whatever lineup it is, tends to just be excellent at what they do. So if you have the opportunity, check them out live. But let's get into our second song of the day. What do we got going on?
This one's called Little by Little, and it's actually a bit not autobiographical, but one of our lead players in the past is the kind of guy that gave his life to the Lord, and he was 100% all in, but he was still kind of battling demons as well, and you just to see him grow in his faith and his commitment to the Lord, in serving, in doing thing for anybody, just at the drop of a hat. If you needed a railing put back on a deck or something, or you needed your oil changed or a tire mounted or something. I mean, he was very practical, and his name is Ben. So this song is about him and just his fearfully working out his faith. So how about that? So
let's do it.
It's called Little by Little.
Once again, Jeff Arrandale here on the Showcase.
There's a man, he's right over there, and he wonders if it's his fault. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long climb. And the climb was so much harder 'cause he fought. Little by little, he knows it. Little by little, he shows it. Little by little, it's been a lot. He's changed. And occasionally there's a fallback, but eventually there's a comeback. Not by his power of strength, and he's fine. And each time he grows a little bit farther, getting closer to the Father. Just like the branch into the vine. Little by little, he knows it. Little by little, he shows it. Little by little, it's been a lot. He's changed. Little by little, they've seen it. Little by little, he means it. Little by little, a drastic change has been brought. Little by little, they've seen it. Little by little, he means it. Little by little, a drastic change has been brought. Little by little, he needed no one. Little by little, he needs the only one. Easy surrender, and he knows now he's been bought.
Jeff Arrandale here on the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barn Wired, and you can get in here for some lunch today on this Friday. We're going to take another break and be back with more with Jeff, including some 5 random questions right after this. Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics, and restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental. Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are.
If you like red, white, and blue from Tassel Ridge Winery, but prefer sweet white wines, try our Star Spangled White. Star Spangled White is a sweet white wine made entirely from Edelweiss grapes. Chill a bottle of Star Spangled White and sip it as you watch the sunset. Tassel Ridge Star Spangled White wine is available at about 350 retail outlets located all over Iowa. Look for the displays of Tassel Ridge wine where you shop. If the store doesn't offer Star Spangled White, ask the manager to get it for you.
All right, you're tuned into the Iowa Music Showcase. We're live at Barn Wired in downtown Sigourney. I am not invisible at the moment, but I will be walking back onto the camera here momentarily. How are we all doing today? Have we enjoyed the show so far? Good deal.
Thank you.
And hey, I was talking to Amanda during the commercial break. We wanted to put a plug in. We've got a big show coming up at the Expo in Sigourney coming up here in about a month. Man, I mean, the fair season is going to be here before we know it. We've got the Faster Horses that are going to be the headliners for the Expo concert July 18th, Friday, July 18th, 7:30 at the Expo in Sigourney. Tickets are just $10 in advance, $15 at the gate. So you definitely want to get your advance tickets, which can be found right here at Barn Wired in Sigourney. So they are the ticket outlet. Are you the official ticket outlet? Okay. So if you want to get your tickets it's Aniva Alden, the redhead girl that's been here on the show before, and she's going to be coming up here again in July. In fact, she might be here that day of the show. I think she's our guest that day. So Neva Alden opening up for the Faster Horses Friday, July 18th at the Expo in Sigourney. Get your tickets right here at Barn Wired. So stop in when you're stopping in for some coffee or some lunch or some breakfast. Get your tickets. Save yourself $5 for that show at the Expo in Sigourney. All right, Jeff, are you ready for 5 random questions?
I never am, but let's go.
Well, let's do it anyway. So we'll give you the question of the day that goes up. It's up right now on my Facebook page. So what movie, and we talked about this on my morning show this morning, what was the movie that traumatized you as a child? Did you see any scary movies or anything that just stuck with you?
Yep. Poltergeist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I made a vow to never go to another horror movie ever again because really they're evil.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And there's enough scary stuff in the world. With that. How about you? What's?
I mean, now that you say that, with the little girl sitting in front of the TV with the static on it. Yeah. We were talking this morning. I was saying like kind of anything in black and white kind of creeped me out, like the original Night of the Living Dead and like Psycho and that type of stuff. So good stuff. And then of course, then you graduated into like Friday the 13th movies and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Well, I know we've got this, but let's make a point. We go to movies. We have date night. My wife and I. We'll go to a movie, and we're seeing some PG-rated movie, and they're showing horror previews. Yeah. It's like, I do not want to see that. So, yeah, like that. But
Satan?
Yeah.
Second question. What concerts or events have you already bought tickets for? Are you guys, you just went to a baseball game.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else coming up this summer that you bought tickets for?
We're doing some travel.
I'm going to make sure our microphones are turned on. Yeah. So you go ahead and answer that.
We're talking, how about this? We're in talks about going to see Brandon Lake in Des Moines.
Oh, yeah.
In October.
That'd be a good one.
If you're listening, wait and let us buy our tickets because I think he's probably, if he's not already sold out, he may soon.
That'll be a hot ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get Jelly Roll bringing you on national TV, your value and your exposure is going to go big time. There's another great concert coming up for Christian music. I think Zach Williams and Crowder and somebody else maybe at the Extreme Arena up in Coralville. So that'd be a good one. Question 3. What celebrity was your idol when you were a teenager?
Oh, boy. Farrah Fawcett. How's that?
That was your idol?
That was, yeah.
You wanted to be Farrah Fawcett? Weird.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to be Farrah Fawcett, but, But whatever she
You had a
was
little
doing.
crush on her?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with that. We'll stick with that one. All right, so we got Father's Day coming up this weekend. What is the fondest memory of your dad? Now, has your dad passed, or is he still here?
No,
he's still here?
My dad's still alive. He lives in Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
And
So you're still making memories.
Yes, we are. And gosh, fondest memory, I would say one of them was back in the mid-'60s. I was 5 or 6. There was a TV show on called Batman, or The Batman.
No.
Yeah, and he we're a broken family, but he would come and visit, or we would go visit him. But he what I wanted was the Batman belt, and so you could buy that. It was Kenner or somebody. And we went up to a local school playground, and we pretended like we were Batman and whatever villain or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's a fond memory with him.
How old is your dad now?
He'll be 80. What year is this? 2025.
Last I checked, yes.
He'll be 80. Gosh, I even have to do the math. 80. He was born in 36. Somebody do the math. So he
89?
is 80, and he'll be 89.
Okay.
Yeah, so. And his mother lived to be 103. So,
oh, wow. Okay.
Lord willing, I'm here for a while. You're stuck with us for a while.
And then our final question. If a national disaster happened today, how long could you survive on what is currently at your house?
I'm sad to say.
What's in the fridge?
Probably only a couple days. But we do have a son-in-law who is a pretty good prepper, and we're already making some plans on,
nice.
bugging out and that kind of stuff. So, not overdoing it. Not overdoing it.
You're currently digging a big hole in the backyard, preparing.
Well, trying to get out into the country.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I get it.
Maybe not a compound, but maybe sort of like that with, it wouldn't be long if it was just Linda and I.
Trying to think at my house, I would survive on. I've got some Captain Crunch left, and some bread,
some chips.
Yeah, chips.
We even have a little bit of cat food left too, if we had to.
I mean, if he gets
we
down
have
to
cats.
It. Yes.
So,
the cats would be a meal.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe a couple of meals if we stretch things.
That's bad. That's bad, Jeff.
Yeah, it was. We love cats. So,
all right,
and animals in general, all of them. Not spiders. But
I really like cows because they're tasty.
They're delicious. Yes, absolutely.
Anyway, we're getting way off topic. Whatever the topic
it's fun,
was,
isn't it? What were we talking about?
You should come and be on our morning show sometime.
I'd love to.
You could take over the guest spot and just hang out with us for 2 hours.
Yeah,
It goes off the rails all the time.
Oh, perfect. I've done a little bit of radio in Des Moines.
Yes,
so
heck yeah.
yeah. So,
Hey. That yeah. All right, ideas are flowing.
Yeah. My people talk to your people, and
yes.
et cetera.
Let's do one more song for the day. What do you got for us?
Well, with Father's Day's coming up, this is a song that's a relationship between a father and a son where the son has taken some wrong steps, found himself in a bad spot, and maybe doesn't have the best relationship with his father, but the father, regardless, comes to rescue him. So this song is called Rescued, and actually this is one just written here in the last month or so, co-write with M.T. Smith.
Okay.
So, and this is an actual true story, too. A former bass player who appeared on your show.
Okay.
Matt, it's his son that ran into some problems with, let's just say, a relationship, a girl, and found himself in some pretty dire straits and had to be, not broken out, but released from a certain place, shall we say. And they hopped into his pickup truck and they headed to North Carolina where Matt's stepdaughter lives, and she's a doctor, and so he was going to go there and start over. So imagine a father picking up a son from a place and at like 7, 8 o'clock at night, jumping in the truck and just heading east.
Yeah.
Directly from there.
Okay.
So and I'm going to apologize. There's falsetto involved in this song. So this is like off the high dive for me. So.
Well, hey, I'm going to go off camera. We'll get a close-up on you while you're singing this song. So once again, Jeff Arrandale here on our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwire.
So new that I don't know that I have all the words memorized, so bear with me. Headed east into the evening, my mark of 95. We don't talk over the highway. Didn't think I would survive. Looking straight ahead and nothing, and I can't bear to meet his eyes. He was there when no one else was, pulled me out in time. He rescued me today. And knew what not to say. And I had gone over the edge, straight into the black. He rescued me today. Radio fills up the silence as the miles keep passing by. I'm counting headlights on this highway, anything to pass the night. We stop for gas outside of Springdale. He started talking about the time he thought he had it all together. Didn't turn out as designed. He rescued me today. And knew not to say. He was right here in the grave. He pulled me out of black. He rescued me today. Maybe there's light like the one above the trees. He rescued me today.
Jeff Arrandale, once again here on the Iowa Music Showcase.
Thank you.
On Steve Shetler Media.
Yeah,
Dramatic pause.
Well done.
Well, Jeff, as always, fantastic to see you again and hang out with you and get a talk and hear some of your new stuff.
Yeah, appreciate it. Always great to see you.
So do we have, and you're talking about the new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Any sort of date on when that? Or
when I get off my bottom. Hey, how's that? No, I've been so busy enjoying retirement and gathering resources and getting stuff together that I had sort of planned to do it by last fall and just kept putting it off and having fun doing other stuff. So don't worry, I will let you know.
All right.
And maybe get it played. You can play it somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No. And you'll be getting me some of your songs that you've played over the years. We'll get that in rotation on our Iowa country music that plays on Skunk River Radio. So
yeah, very good.
All right. Do you guys have fun with Jeff Arrandale today?
Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
He's one of my favorites. So Jeff will do it again in the future.
Hope so.
If people want to look you up online, where can they find you?
JeffArrandale.com or Jeff Arrandale Band on Facebook, Instagram, Jeff Arrandale, YouTube, Jeff Arrandale. It sounds kind of monotonous.
If you put
it?
Jeff Arrandale in
front
Google,
of something,
it'll pop
you'll
up.
find some stuff there.
Right.
So love this place. Amanda, she just walked away. Love this place. Love coming down here. Again, beautiful, historic downtown Sigourney, Iowa.
Yes, fantastic. Well, coming up next week, we do this every Friday from 11:30 to whenever. I don't even know what time it is right now, but we've been hanging out for a while. We do this every Friday live at Barn Wired. Next week, I've got a guy I've never met, Bugs Benson.
Awesome. I wish I had a cool name like that.
And it's Bugz if you look for him, Bugs Benson. So we'll all get to know Bugs together.
Yeah.
I guess that's not Bugs Bunny, but you get it.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do it again next week, 11:30 here at Barn Wired in Sigourney. That's this week's Iowa Music Showcase. Jeff, I have to go hit the stop button.
Okay, all right.
You just want to strum something on your guitar? All right.
How about
once again, Jeff Arrandale, we thank him for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching on Facebook and YouTube and listening on Skunk River Radio. All right, thank you.